time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get off. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night.
All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Completes it to Samuel.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
He's got his man on the crossing route. They give him a gain of 38. Oh, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, here I come.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming. Hey, check 3.
They run with Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mayfield now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brissett now. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it up, guys. Check nine, check nine.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Too little, Captain. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go, let's go. Hey. Curry. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get on, go. Let's get into penetration. Good. Patch it. Switch. Hayward. Hey, check 20. Yeah. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
2nd down, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yo, to Mike. 51's to Mike. Get that quarterback, defense.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Protect. 180. That's right, baby. Alert 3. Pistol.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. King.
Third and long for Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Colts 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This is Hines. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mayfield on play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin the drive with Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch QB drop. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Brissett now on second down. Looking deep for Hilton. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. We can go to base. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield is going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, defense. That's him. Check 52. Over. Rotate. Check 26. Check 26. He's checking. He's checking. He's flipping.
Throwing. Brissett. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run on first down. Hines, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. No. Off. That's it. No, we got it.
Now Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Slant, screen. Trump. Yup, go.
Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Here's Hines. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A run for Nick Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mayfield being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And again, it's Chubb. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. 64 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check right. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, switch up. Switch gears.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 26 yards. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Hey, alert 33.
1st down, Cleveland.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Rip right, rip right. Switch.
They'll try the left side. Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch your slap, watch your slap.
They run again with Hines. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Brissett sets to throw it. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Hey, check.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
3 down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hines, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 38-yard line.
Check. Motion out of backfield. Motion, they go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the go. Check the backer.
On third down, Brissett looking for Campbell downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
All right, here we go. Wide, get wide.
Mike 51, Mike 51. And
Go.
hey, let's go. Come.
Put it to him, Jet. Mama.
Now Brissett on fourth down. And it is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
The tackle there by George Odom. Now Chubb running right. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Then he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 28. A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of a yard.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
The win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.
Grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I